Well, Hyundai is growing from strength to strength, and one of its key selling models is this family-friendly Tucson, which has just had a mid-life cycle update with fresh styling outside, inside, and some new technology. But is that enough to keep it up the top echelon of the mid-size SUV segment? The Hyundai Tucson is no stranger to the medium SUV segment, currently sitting fourth for sales below the leading Mazda CX-5, Toyota RAV4, and just behind the Nissan X-Trail. Being a midlife update, there are not many significant changes, but a light nip and tuck and some revisions underneath the skin improve on the formula. Outside, the front now gains the cascading grille seen on other Hyundai models, while inside is neater in presentation, with a central floating infotainment system and a massaged dashboard design. Otherwise, the interior is the same, dimensionally big enough for a small family, but becoming a touch cramped in the back for adults. It does, however, get a reasonable sized boot, measuring 488 litres large. It also gains a new wireless phone charging pad, a rear USB port, and heated steering wheel for cold morning starts. But the 4 variant range is split in half by safety features. The bottom 2 variants, Go and Active X, don't come standard with the Smart Sense pack that brings things like AEB, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assist. That's a $2,200 option. But this top grade Elite and the Highlander models, however, do come with it as standard kit. Further underneath the skin, the car has been tweaked for better performance, further honed to handle Australian roads. Well, not much has changed to the Tucson in terms of its drivetrain. That's all pretty familiar from what it was. The team have gone back over the chassis and the dynamics, and they've retuned the suspension. Now, it already rode pretty well, and that's still the case now. The Tucson still has nice turn in, really nice feel through the steering. The rack's actually a little bit faster turn to turn, which helps just with steering around the city and that everyday commuting. Out on the country road, it rides quite nicely. It's pretty well planted. It's fairly dynamic really for what it is. Really stable platform, but it's still compliant and forgiving. Now on the slightly larger alloys, it's just that little bit firmer on the front when it crashes into a few bigger bumps, but nothing that you don't really feel on any of its competitors either. That's pretty normal for this segment now. The 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine produces 130 kilowatts of power and 265 Newton meters of torque. It comes as standard with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission and all-wheel drive with a claimed combined fuel consumption of 7.7 litres per 100 kilometres. Like before, the engine performance feels similar, but it's the accumulative changes elsewhere that will help the Tucson feeling fresh enough to compete against the best. Priced from $37,850 plus on-road costs, the Elite is up there for price, but the amount of kit is good, and some of the safety technology, in terms of how it works in real life, is the best in this segment.